The current flag of Thailand is known as Triranga, which means tricolor. Also, Thailand is sometimes called the country of white elephant since the original flag carried in its center a symbol of elephant. The interpretation of colors in the flag is as follows. Blue represents the monarchy, the white purity of the nation and Buddhism, and the red stands for blood shed by the local population while fighting for freedom. Thailand never fails to amaze its thousands of visitors with the most vibrant festivals that are sure to delight them by offering glimpses into the heritage and traditions of the country, considered to be one of the best ways to release a memorable time in what is already known as an incredible country. Thousands of flame-powered Chinese lanterns are released into the air and appear as new stars in the night sky. Lanterns are hung throughout the city, special ceremonies take place at temples, and a large procession parades through the streets of Chiang Mai. Loy Krathong is one of the most enjoyed festivals in Thailand. Loy Krathong takes place in November. This changes because the festival is based on the lunar calendar. Sukran. The Thai New Year and Water Festival is celebrated by throwing buckets of water on friends and strangers in good-natured fun. Many travelers buy big water cannons and fight it out in the streets in wet, wild dancing mayhem. The streets of Chiang Mai shut down for several days of dancing and water. Throwing water is provided by the moat around the old city. Songkran Festival takes place in April 13 to 15. One of the most bizarre festivals in Thailand. Don't think for a minute that the Phuket Vegetarian Festival is about discussing the finer points of tofu. Participants willingly pierce their faces with daggers or skewers, walk on hot coals, and lie on beds of knives. Phuket Vegetarian Festival celebrates in the year of September and October. Breathing fresh air with a beautiful view of mountains in Chiang Mai, Thailand Chiang Mai is surrounded by mountains range and plateau. The perfect time to travel Chiang Mai mountains is in the winter around November to February to see a glorious view of mountain covered with beautiful mist. Doi Itanon, located in Doi Itanon National Park, is Thailand's highest mountain with 2,565-meter high, believed to be the end point of the Himalayan mountain range. Besides seeing sea of mist and feeling a breath of fresh air, there are also other highlight spots at Doi Itanon such as Cube Mipan Nature Trail where visitors will feel closest to the nature. Doi Pahumpok is Thailand's second highest mountain. After Doi Itanon, with a height of 2,285 meters, it is the mountain for a person who like to hike. To travel at Doi Pahumpok, visitors need to contact Pahumpok Visitor Center. The officer will responsible for your transportation there to Doi Kiu Lom Campground. Doi Luang Chang Dao is Thailand's third highest mountain with 2,225-meter high for an adventurous because visitors need to walk for 8.5 kilometers and take around 3 days, 2 nights to reach there. Along the way, visitors will enjoy the amazing natural environment. However, visitors need to request for permission to enter the mountain at least 15 days. It is convenient to use the local services which will help managing the permission requirement, porters, tent, and food. The rivers of Thailand play an important role in the lives of the Thai people. The river systems provide irrigation, potable water, cheap transportation, electricity, and the livelihoods for a large number of peoples all over the country. The rivers also have an important role in Buddhist mythology and are considered by all Buddhists. The Chao Phraya River system is the main river system of Thailand as its basin defines much of the region of central Thailand. The Chao Phraya River begins at the confluence of the Ping and Nan River at Nathon Sawan and then flows from north to south for 372 kilometers from the Central Plains through Bangkok to the Gulf of Thailand. The Mekong River, one of the world's major rivers, drains into the South China Sea. It is the 11th longest river in the world and the 12th largest full volume. Its estimated length is 4,880 kilometers. From the Tibetan Plateau, it runs through China's Yunnan province, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Ancient civilizations live in the fertile land along the Nan River and its tributaries, as is evidenced by Stone Age. Thailand is known as the land of 1,000 smiles, which should be a clue about the bright and welcoming culture you will find there. Present Hin Pimai is one of the oldest and most significant temples in the country. Built in the 11th century, the temple is one of the largest and most impressive examples of Khmer architecture found anywhere in Asia. The temple complex is surrounded by moats and ancient walls with several scenic ponds and bridges. For those interested in military history, there is no better destination than the city of Kanchanaburi. The Iron Bridge itself was part of the Tet Railway, which was built by prisoners of war in World War II and led all the way of Burma. White Temple is one of the most fascinating and spectacular landmarks in Thailand. Although it looks like it might be ancient, the White Temple was actually only designed in 1997 by the artist Chalermchai Kositpipat. There are many fascinating places to visit in Thailand, but it's the seaside resorts that attract the majority of foreign visitors. Phuket is a very scenic island about 50 kilometers long by 20 kilometers wide that is connected to the mainland by a road bridge. Phuket's hotels are spread all over the island, allowing visitors to choose from some beautiful secluded getaway spots or from several small towns that offer more opportunity for shopping and nightlife. Chiang Mai is located far away from the sea in the hills of northern Thailand. Its mix of beautiful scenery and the architectural reminders of its rich history, particularly, appeals to people looking for a more cultural experiences on their holiday. Pattaya, Bangkok's nearest beach resort, about 2 hours drive southeast of Bangkok, is the nightlife capital of Thailand, Pattaya City. It has 2 large beaches which, although pleasant, do not compare with the likes of Phuket or Samui. Thai food has been influenced by other Southeast Asian cuisines such as Indian and Chinese, but it still managed to be completely different from them. Originally, Thai cuisines used to be a lot spicier than it is today. Chicken satay, a classic and downright delicious Thai appetizer, served with a chunky peanut sauce. This delicious delight is sure to be loved by kids and adults alike. If you happen to be a chicken lover, then this is sure going to be a paradise. Tom yum is a spicy Thai soup. It is a type of clear hot and sour soup. This vegetarian version is made with mushrooms and Thai spices. You can savor it in winter months. Pad Thai is a fried noodle dish commonly served as a street food in Thailand. Flat noodles beautifully entangled with tofu, eggs, bean sprouts, and sauces. More than 1,000 historical and natural sites in the world. The United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, has recognized the importance of the Thailand culture, historical, and natural value for mankind. This is the first 2 natural sites listed under the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Thailand. This forest complex measures up to 220 kilometers in land area that consists of the Tap Raya National Park along the Cambodian border and the Khao Yai National Park. This historical park covers the ancient city of Ayutthaya and whatever ruins is left of it. The ancient city of Ayutthaya was founded in the 14th century but went under the rule of the Burmese in 1569.